Good morning, Ron, and good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, August 27th. Here's what's happening. Archbishop Paul Richard Gallagher, Vatican's Secretary for Relations with States, is continuing his trip through Russia. Earlier this week, he met with Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. In a press conference after that meeting, Minister Lavrov expressed appreciation that the Holy See was committed to dialogue and peace. Archbishop Gallagher said, quote, "The Holy See's position is clear. The conflict cannot be resolved by military means." He will remain in Russia until tomorrow. Meta is settling its federal trial over social media addiction. Several states sued the tech giant, alleging it designed its social media platforms, including Facebook and WhatsApp, to engage children and get them addicted. They also claimed Meta misled users about the safety of the apps. As part of the settlement, Meta denies wrongdoing, but commits to, quote, establishing daily limits and blocks on nighttime use for teenage users, along with, quote, enhanced age assurance measures. Meta will also pay nearly $17 billion in the settlement. A federal judge is lifting a nationwide block on President Trump's executive order targeting mail-in voting. The Justice Department asked the judge in Boston to drop her injunction after the Supreme Court lifted blocks imposed by lower courts earlier this week. Yesterday, the federal judge agreed with the DOJ, but more challenges are expected. The order directs agencies to compile a list of confirmed U.S. citizens eligible to vote in each state. The Postal Service would then oversee mail-in voting by establishing uniform standards. This is all playing out just ahead of the 2026 midterms. The Vatican is continuing to review the bylaws for Germany's planned synodal conference, nearly 6 months after they were submitted to Rome. The permanent national body would bring bishops and non-clergy together to implement the controversial German synodal way. German Bishops' Conference President Bishop Heiner Wilmer of Munster says he does not expect the group's first meeting to take place as scheduled in November. A key dispute involves joint deliberation and decision-making by bishops and non-clergy on major church issues. 3 German diocesan bishops have withdrawn from the synodal way following previous Vatican warnings. The alleged mastermind of the 9/11 attacks will stand trial in June 2028. A military judge made that ruling on Wednesday, nearly 25 years after the attacks and 2 weeks before the anniversary. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed was captured in 2003 and has been held at Guantanamo since 2006. Mohammed and 2 others agreed to plead guilty with the Biden administration to be spared the death penalty, but that was canceled after some victims expressed their outrage. And Christians and church leaders in Sudan's Nuba Mountains are facing increasing violence as fighting between rival armed factions intensifies. Open Doors says 2 church leaders and 6 others have been killed in recent attacks. I'm Matthew Handley and Ron Finn. That is the news this morning.